Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. I even take a look at the chat section to see who's here. But if you're here, good morning to you and welcome. It's another episode of Let's Get Real. Of course, your buddy, your friend, your pal. As some are saying now, the teacher. Modo. I believe I should have been a teacher or two, right? So if I can't get a work as a DJ, I go and go teach. Makes sense. Any. So good morning, Simone. Good morning, Loretta. Morning, Pretty Vanny. Patricia, good morning to you. Dwight, good morning. Yvonne. Morning, one and all. Ingrid, good morning. Hey, be sure to share the live. If you are here, just share it to your page. Share it to your page. You don't have to worry about anything. We don't cuss people here. We don't call people out of their name except we might call somebody Papi Shaw. What else we don't do? We don't talk about people's personal business. Yeah, we ain't into that because we don't care about that. What we care about, though, is the facts, the stats, and the truth. Not your truth, not my truth, just the truth. There's no such thing as my truth. Whenever you see people want to be deceptive, and they want to introduce things into the conversation that cannot be backed by any statistics, any facts, any reality, they always speak about my truth. Yeah, your experience and your perspective is yours. It's yours. But there are a couple of things in life that don't go by your perception. Reality is what reality is. Yes, we all have different paths that we have walked, and sometimes not so much different, because if you look at other people's lives, you would probably realize that, hey, you basically go through the same things, different times, different people, but practically the same things. Anyhow, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Timo rings the bell. And I watch, all of us was on the PLP thing last night. Well, those of us who ain't get blocked. Some people don't know how not to get blocked, right? So I was underneath there and you don't know I was toying the line. I didn't give a shit. I just wanted to see but I just wanted to hear how he would introduce the ringing of the bell, right? Because he ain't had no more time. Out of time, out of timing. He out of time and he out of timing. You understand? So yeah, I was underneath there, buy the fake profiles and give me some licks. I find out last night I got sore foot, you know? Me father's here. I got sore foot. People, I got a sore foot, you know? Yes. So if you got a sore foot, you ain't supposed to be back in the political party except PLP. We welcome all until you question us and then we block your ass. I'll take a sip of my coffee on that. Motto. But anyway, let me strike up. Everybody on the live, let's go.
Get rid of them. 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 Get rid of them.
Lord of mercy. Send on Percy. We've been waiting on this time for the longest while. But he called the Governor General. What else you was gonna do? What else you was gonna do, my friend? But call it. You could have wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. We don't know what's gonna happen. You ain't surprised nobody with that day last night. And I see my good partner Obi trying to say, oh, them a call it now, them a come. Who a complaining? Who a complaining? By man sit down on this set. It is general consensus and convention that once you dissolve parliament, you immediately announce the date of election. Timothy, as far as my memory serves me, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, Timothy is the only person who dissolved parliament and run out the whole 90 days. Everybody else dissolve, call election. Let's get a new mandate. He not care. He not care. But anyway, he's the most loving man ever in the history of this country. Yeah? Cool. And I want to say something to those who are going to go out and canvass and interact with people. Again, you don't have to curse anybody personally. You don't even have to disagree with anybody. If they say vote Pam, okay. If they say vote CCM, okay. If they say vote NRP, oh, okay. If they say vote Labour, oh, okay. You say who must vote too, and you keep it moving. Because let me tell you something, you know. Every party got its own antagonists and rogue individuals. Because regardless of how we may think, some people just stupid in our ass and they can't help. You see, ignorance is a kind of thing, but you should run from it for dear life. If you realize that you're in a conversation and you don't know, or the conversation is above your head, immediately stop and go read. Get yourself abreast or apprised of what is going on. Just stop. Don't bother try to bring the point. Just stop and tell them thanks for the time and go read. Try to learn something before you engage in political conversations with people. Right? Because people will try to pull the wool over your eyes every chance they get, you know. And arguing with a stupid person, it don't make no sense. Because people who argue with stupid people who looking on, can't tell the difference between the two of you. Because you try dumb down yourself to talk to them, and that's where they want you to come, right down to the ground. Anyway, I called my mother the other day, and I talked to my mother. And my mother says to me that this individual from Sandy Point, who is now the biggest PLPite, I don't know how, and I don't care. Everybody got the right, the constitutional right, to associate and to assemble with whomever they want. Everybody have that right. I see a lot of people shift and change their political allegiance from one side to the other. Tim teach us how to do that in St. Kitts and Nevis. Flipping and flopping when it suits you. Political agenda. Right? So, right now everybody confused. Everything in St. Kitts upside down. People pan PAM platform, ball out PLP and all kind of cameras and all kind of thing. See up to last night, Milo say, just make sure put your X by the hand. Milo box, in the box. Put your X by the hand. That's a good thing, you know. Look for the key in hand and put your X by it. Leg bend and the story end. It don't matter what name by it, just put your X by the hand. Just look for the hand. No look on the name, just look for the hand and put your X by it. Thank you, Milo. But anyhow, my mother went to a PAM function. And while there, this gentleman, who is purportedly the biggest gangster in Sandy Point and on the island of St. Kitts, proceeds to go up into my mother's face and lick some bad word from my mother. Telling my mother F off and F you, and when she this set her another because she feel like she better than people, and thank God or Timothy and something, and he give my mother some good bad word. Mind you, anybody who knows my mother know that my mother don't interfere with people. My mother is a mellow woman. She goes about her way. She don't mix up. She don't blay. She go do she thing and she come she way. Right? Now, Suppose she children them decide that that is disrespectful. You understand where things start, not that it does end? So, young man, whatever you think you were in your life, or whatever you think you still are in life, try learn some manners and respect, and especially for your elders. You hear? Because you did that on behalf of Timothy and PLP. You hear? But when you get into your quandary, because suppose you had hit my mother, I don't care how big of a gangster you be, right? That would not have been able to help you, you know. I don't care how much gun you pop or you ain't pop. That they wouldn't have been able to help you if it hit my mother, you know. Partner, you do that on behalf of Timothy. Whether Timothy give you a little bit of money or he give you a lot of money, right? The money that was gone done. You hear? The money there gone done. So when now you roll and roll, whether you is PLP or you is Labour or you is PAM, when now you roll and roll, accosting people and getting up in people's face and threatening people and all them kind of things, don't forget that people got people, you know. Me wanna, you know. Somebody do some damn stupidness and some damn foolishness because of politics, you know. If you want to abuse, abuse. Stay your distance and shut down your word and say what you got to say. But please, me beg you, when are you see me mother, whether I agree with her politically or otherwise, mine, leave me mother out of your quandary. If you want to shut down your word pan Sean, if you want to shut down your word pan Doggy, you want to shut down your word pan Timothy, shut down your word. But please, me beg you, not me mother, you know. Man and man choose a certain kind of lifestyle because I got the utmost respect for my mother and my grandmother. There was a point in time that my mother wasn't talking, but that happened between every single human being. People are fall out. You hear? But me never once yet disrespect my mother. Me never call out she name. Somebody call her your mother all kind of name. Even though my mother not talk at a point in time, me never disrespect the woman there. You hear? Me live my life a certain way because me don't want to bring no embarrassment to my mother. She survived when me and she fall out. I don't think she would have survived if she find out or if she know she big son was mixed up in all kind of damn stupidness. Criminal activities, thieving, killing, ganging, whatever it is. Me make sure me conduct my life a certain way as to not to bring no embarrassment to my mother and my grandmother. That's how me live my entire life. So certain things you're not going to find associated with my name. Because at the end of the day, me no want to bring no embarrassment to my mother. That is why I chose a certain lifestyle. I don't want anybody for any reason to think that me couldn't have been a gangster, you know. That me couldn't have been a bad boy, you know, because I done the Iban down in a Sunny Point. The biggest a gangster and the biggest a thugs them from Sunny Point. You hear? Gun and all them thing, they me see them thing they when me no go up like nothing like normal. So me could have go down the road there too. I could have been bad and I could have been worthless. Because I'm in a band with no gold and a silver spoon in my mouth. Me walk me ass off for reach the part me reach. leading up to 2015, them same PAM people wanted to kill me over politics, like me from Sunny Point. But because of the position and the influence that I had, they figured that they need to get me out of the way. They went as far as to destroy my vehicle. I parked up my vehicle on Mount Tidal, went to a function in Sunny Point to show me support as a Sandy Pointer. And while me at the function, somebody wrapped their face in a shutter, wherever they was, come down through alley and mash up my windscreen, and this was over politics. Me done hear the little shushu and get the little information as to who was responsible for that. And he cannot make no row over it. Me no take no revenge. Me just cool. Because as far as me concerned, they don't hit me. They hit the car insure, I must get it back. You hear? So me let that slide. The same PAM people them. And nobody bat an eyelash. Nobody had no uproar. Nobody had nothing to go on with. Because you see, he can labor, he can support labor, so to hell with him in Sunny Point. They mash up my vehicle. Nobody said nothing about it. Me not getting a satisfaction. It's only now that Team Unity break up, me start to get little tidbits of information as to who was responsible for the latter shit when I go on in Sunny Point. You hear? And me no make no row. Me cool. Because me could hold me own. The only reason me used to go Sunny Point very often was to look for my grandmother. But when my grandmother passed off, apart from my mother, me not had no reason to go down there. Because me know you got some very stupid and ignorant people down in a Sunny Point. So in order to avoid certain things, I keep out of down there. You hear? So now that PLP is around, and everybody has switched up their allegiance because of what they not get or because of what they could get, Mr. Badman think it best to go and accost my mother. Partner, make that the first and the last time you deal with something like that. Respect yourself. Even if you're not going to respect yourself, respect other people. Because that's the kind of energy that are your push. Something wrong with you. Are you claim that Timothy do this to you and Timothy do that to you and Timothy do that to you? Okay, fine. So if you're a respectable businessman and Timothy keep you out of jail because you was able to get whatever business you could have get under Timothy, well then act like a big man and not like a skunt. This is what I don't get with some of you know. Are you run and run, abuse people, go on with all kind of thing? Some of you like how you wait upon these politicians to give you something in order to live up by yourself. Some of we don't do that, some of we don't work our ass off. When me first come out of Sunny Point and reach town, come look work. He had labor people in position who could have given me work, and not because me had no qualifications. You see, weeks he get a whole 2-year contract with the kind of money where he get, and the cab sec say he got not even the minimum. The minimum, you know, not even that he got. But because he support a political party, he was allowed to be exalted to them kind of position there. Me come tongue with me subjects them. A lot of time might feel like because upon radio and way, like me not have no education, but me got me education they put down. But a what job put me who do? Me went CFB go do architecture. So me no melch. But it's where Jah wanted me to go. That's why me in this year. But me no scunt. Me could work in anybody. Me could work in anybody office. Me could work anywhere in any institution. Cause me no scunt. Me no stupid. And when me come tongue with me education, me could not get a work. Not a work. Because he had people in the government who they feel like if you is this or is that, you don't deserve an opportunity. All the parties practice it and me no fear to say so. all of them practice it. He got some real overzealous supporters that they will manfully try to keep their foot on people's neck just because they don't support them politically. So when me hear Timothy Larson talk about no victimization and all them kind of damn stupidness there, and he practice it, Sean conform it, and if Sean lie, well then, because all them in there together. People take the 2 years and hear Elwita say, no work with he because he abuse the government every day. I got recordings with PAM people. When Team Unity went in 2015, we got recordings with PAM people in meetings saying, not a work with EK. So imagine Labour victimize me, Labour people victimize me, PAM people victimize me, PLP people victimize me. And me just cool. That never stopped me from getting to where I get to. The government ain't the only employer in St. Kitts and Nevis. You don't have to get a government work. You don't have to get a government house. You don't have to get government land. But be that as it may, that shouldn't stop you nor deter you from making something of your life. Find other means and other avenues. That's what I did. So it's not that hard. Education is your way out. Some of you go school and waste all your own damn time. Some of you went school go poppy show yourself. Ain't come out with nothing. Choose a certain kind of lifestyle. No know how to present yourself. No know how to dress. And then you become a problem for these politicians. And so they got to you like a set of damn puppets. Because everything in all your life got to depend on somebody giving it to all you. Even the politicians, them go the extra mile and try to provide employment for some of you. Some of you go on the job them and you embarrass the hell out of the politician them. Because I not able for my your ass. And once I get the opportunity, you feel like that's the end of that. I not supposed to work. I not supposed to put in a time. This is what's been happening for years. This is why the civil service is in a goddamn mess. I think Weeks is the first person. He got a lot of weeks here in the government. On the PAM days, on the Labour days, and now on the PLP. He got a lot of weeks here in the system. That's why the system can't work. And some of them reach as high as permanent secretary, which is the highest civil service position. Some of them reach as far as there. Why you think some of these ministries can't progress? Because a lot of numbskull in high positions. And their claim to fame is because they got their tongue so far up a politician's backside, they feel like they're entitled to rule over all I survey. You got people come back here with masters and bachelors willing to work. And what PLP tell you, what Shanice tell you, go on this step for 2 years until you figure out what the hell you want to do. But plenty of weeks, years in the civil service. Big contracts and not even the minimum academic requirement. And people gonna watch me in my face and tell me, oh, me nah vote. Cause me nah get no land. And me nah get no house, so me nah vote. Are you serious about life? You complain for 7 years and no election call. You up and down and talk about you nah vote. Cause you nah get a land and you nah get a house. That's why when somebody get the land and the house, you feel like it's a gift. And I not pay who it. It's all the guy you parties and politicians bad name, you know. Because you feel like every goddamn thing is a gift. And that's the mentality that's killing this country right now. Everybody feel like they're entitled to a handout. Even to this very conversation with the PAP and the peace. I mean, after 7 years, no economic policies to put more people to work. What about adult training? So just because you don't finish high school and you don't have no subjects, you mean to tell me you can't go acquire a skill? You can't put some investment into yourself to make yourself more marketable, to carry up your salary? So just because you work in a factory, you mean to tell me the government can't provide some kind of adult education so that these factory people could be working in the factory for 2 years, and after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they acquire skill, more education, and go into a different field? You must spend your entire life working in a factory? I mean, nothing wrong with that. But growth. Elevate yourself, Rasta. Make yourself more marketable. And that way we will increase your income so you don't go depend on nobody. I lose a lot of revenue when the government change. Admittedly so, no problem. But you got to be able to create it in other areas. I sure when they tell people in Nevis no he cannot work, they feel like that'll do me something. By that they just take a opening half of my calendar who something else come in. You doing me nothing. You're just making yourself look small. You're making yourself like a puppy show. Look at it. When it comes to influence, marketing, who better than Ike? And here's where I'm going to get pompous and arrogant now. Who better than Ike? 3 to 6, everybody log on. Wherever me say there, go up and down the wall. Viral. Me a walking billboard. Me got me WhatsApp platform, me social media platform, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. When you hire me as a DJ, you get promotion, you get influence, you get proper DJ service, announcing skills wrapped into what? Sustainable development, call me or give me a work. Because the staff work out by year. Let me go with EK, because we're going to get some push on the radio, we're going to get some push on the social media, we're going to get more attention. Okay, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Reach up now to the head who's supposed to sign off on it. Oh, EK, not he, you know? Not he. No, your music government away. Call somebody else. Okay. Call somebody else. Just because he the music government. Forgetting that you need to promote whatever project you got going on. There needs to be general consensus. So putting EK out of work is more important than your work itself. These are the kind of people that we got working in the top of our civil service. These are the kind of mentality that they got. I mean, how could you not wanting to give somebody a work be more important than the goddamn work itself? How? Could somebody please explain to me, how is it in a 2022 you got people in the very top of the civil service with this kind of mentality? How does that speak to progress? Mind you, hear me and hear me well. On that day, I had 3 gigs. The one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the night. And still a woman was calling me to say, Lord Ike, I want me about the party. I said, darling, me available, I book out. And this time, the Thursday night, me went Nevis go play, you know? Me come from Nevis like 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah? And had to get up like 9, 8 o'clock in the morning to go get ready for that first gig, you know? But thank God the man called me the afternoon and said, Ike, we instructed the staff to such and such and such and such, and so we understand that we can't. As a partner, you know, but I got to go to the rig my role. I don't know this was coming, so I ain't even put you in my calendar. So you ain't even matter. I got to lie to your teeth to save face. I know where this is coming from, so it's quite all right. Have a good day. Bless up yourself, my Lord. May God allow you to purge yourself. You understand? On behalf of somebody. Because they could have picked up the phone and called themselves, but they put somebody to do it. Plausible deniability. And that is how they use these kind of tactics. They use these kind of tactics to frustrate citizens. The bidding process and something, and all kind of technical shit they come up with just because somebody in a high position ain't want you to have something. But they did me a favor. I lied down in my bed a little longer. I lied down in my bed a little longer. And I was able to carry out the other 2 gigs I had, and plus still added 1 to that. So, the government money don't mean nothing to me. It will mean something to some of you, but not to me. But I hope that the next government who comes in on August 6th clean up the civil service. The civil service need cleaning up bad. Bad. And I know that there are PSs out there, directors out there who really want to see their ministries moving leaps and bounds. But the politicians got certain people in the ministries frustrating the process. They're just there to look news and carry back news and go back and say all who not support who, and then you try to frustrate good people who may want to work to move the civil service upward and onward. I hope the next government clean up the civil service, get them kind of people out. Who want to call it victimization, don't give a shit. Sometimes you call some of these government office, you can't get nobody on the phone. When you do get somebody on the phone, the customer service is shit. Because you got all kind of unqualified political people inside there. They only get the position there because their tongue so far up a politician backside. We need to bring back some kind of professionalism and decorum to the civil service. It need cleaning up. From the bad mind, just like how they could use technical diplomacy to get rid of people and to frustrate people, get rid of them too. Get rid of all of them. It needs cleaning up. We need decent people in there. So that you don't have all these kind of damn stupid shenanigans. People who are going to do a professional job, according to Timothy, a professional job. The police force, the same thing. Get professional people in there to do a professional job. Who want to carry the politics, send them in the constituency office, go walk. Send them in the constituency office, go walk. Since they want to engage in politics, party politics, send them in the constituency office, go walk. Get them out of the civil service. So now what we have, and you see I even lose track of what I want to say, because so much things we could talk about need fixing. Team Unity said they're not come to fix it. In the comment section, Team Unity ain't come and say that they're coming to fix all the shit that was wrong with government, the laws, the victimization, the corruption. Well, me asked the double down on it. It worse than ever. Worse than ever. And here they come back with this old time story about IMF and all kind of damn stupidness. Me hear them attack. 7 years of a government that was supposed to be unified. They couldn't offer you your pension. And now they might come and offer you again after 7 years. Talbot get up on a platform, and me here last night, Tim a big up Hamilton as Deputy Prime Minister. Hamilton been the representative for number 8 for how much years now? It was more than 7. Because he had his seat about 5 and then 5 and 7? Yeah. 16 years nearly. 14 years, somebody said 14 years. Oh, no, that's somebody said they left the civil service 14 years. About that. And Talbot up on a platform and say, number 8 has been neglected for so long. The water problem so long. Who are you? Why are you serious about life? And people jump up and talk about hippie people way. They say Patches, according to Mark Brantley, Patches was the one who stopped the Bede project. Bede done dig the well, had the water there. I understand that they say somebody truck them. They say one of the PLP candidate, the significant other, sell the drill truck them. Me know true Ibisa here. There's a lot of things. A lot of things going on in the government. And Sean them need to speak the truth. Tell us everything. As a matter of fact, by way of information, and FYI, Sean K. Richard will be my guest tomorrow morning, right here on Let's Get Real. Barring that nothing comes up, barring that nothing changes, Sean will be my guest tomorrow morning. And of course, I won't be disrespectful. Nobody got to worry about that because I never am. But I will ask the questions. I will ask the necessary questions to understand what took place in our government. Why was it allowed to get to that point? At some point in time, these politicians have to realize, are we send them go walk, then I go walk with themselves? Are we send them? How you could sit down in there and allow Timothy to get away with all this garbage? So, fair morning. Yes, Sean will be my guest tomorrow morning, and he will be on Issues on Wednesday. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Yes, Doc, we're going to get real tomorrow, you know. I'm going to ask him the questions. If he could answer them, he could answer. If he can't answer them, he can't answer them. But I will be asking the questions because we need to know. We need to know more. I mean, the promises that Tim making at this point in time, and I see Obi trying to push it. Oh, Tim is offering solutions and plans, and the rest just cussing. Solutions to what? You were the prime minister for 7 years, the most powerful position politically in our country. The position is so powerful that the power is practically absolute. Ain't that they tried to hang Dougie for? He had too much power. Not a thing was done to check the powers of the prime minister. Not one thing. You were in a position of power, ultimate power, to bring about proper change in St. Kitts and Nevis. And you not do it. And now you say if you go back in with a PLP cabinet, return me as a PLP prime minister. We're partner than a PLP prime minister at that time. They're trying to fool I with this garbage about a team unity government. Not a thing named, sir. You had a coalition government. PLP, PAM, and CCM. You see, these men, they use words to try to deflect. So you are the current prime minister, but you are saying to the masses that when you go back in as a PLP prime minister, you're going to be able to do more. You were the best in the history. But what you ain't get to do is PAM and CCM fault. But you were the best in history, but it's PAM and CCM fault. Why is it you couldn't, in 7 years, provide a pension for the established workers, not in the non-established workers who just recently come? People got fired during the pandemic. Labor put, how will you call it, a gratuity and a pension plan in place. The fund practically empty. You don't do nothing at all to replenish it. You know, sell some passports to put some money in there. But now, after 7 years, you're on a platform saying that if you go into government as a PLP prime minister, as opposed to a team unity prime minister, you're going to able to give people the pension and the gratuity. Semi ass. Really? Really? And people are cheer for that? You're going to finally fix the water problem in a St. Kitney ways. Patches, who with you? According to Mark, because he was in there, so he know. Patches is the one who stopped Bede from putting millions of gallons of water into the system because he wanted to bring his own company. Some stone works or earth works or whatever marks of the company name. And Patches with you. So why you never tell Patches, look, no. As the chairman of the cabinet, Bede has already done the work. We done pay for it. Allow them to put the water into the system. You want to change the company. And people out here suffering? Sean then became the Minister of Infrastructure and Water. Sean's office is in Water Department, yeah? Sean's office is in Water Department up on Keon Street, Main Road. Sean's office upstairs for 2 years. Coming after Patches. And we still had water problem. But now Sean is up and down in the community, stories from the campaign trail, talking about water with Trevidan. I mean, don't get me wrong, people. People have their reasons why they support political parties. I have mine, you have yours. But barring that, outside of that, blind political support. Because I'm not blind, Me prefer Labour. Everybody knows this. I prefer Labour based on their ideology, where they came from, fighting for people, for the betterment of people. That is why I support Labour. Their record, according to Mark Brantley. And you may have your reasons for supporting PAM. Some people say they support PAM because Labour people was antagonistic towards them. All right, no problem. I hear you. But that's why me support Labour. But me tell any Labour minister, any Labour candidate, if you do shit and you talk shit, me tell you. That's your business if you want to work, me tell you. Who better to tell you than me? Who better to tell you, look, no, this is not the philosophy and the ideology of what the Labour Party was founded on. You're chatting shit. And I could tell anyone the Labour candidates that. Anyone I could tell PAM candidates that. And they still like bunks with you. Anyone I could stand up in PLP and tell Timothy, bye, you're chatting shit. Bye. They kink your ass out this minute. Trust me. Anybody who ever stand up to Timothy and tell him bye, what you're doing where you say a shit now? He either turn on and call them mumu or call them vagabond. That's the difference. When I was on Good Morning St. Kitts Nevis every single morning, talking to the nation, warning all you about these people, I want to kill me. Oh, Ike, doggy bad, doggy this, doggy. Look what we got here now. Doggy child mother went in the consulate in Dubai. All the way in Dubai, you know. He child mother. And we lose we shit over it. Now look around in the civil service. Look around in all the aspects of government. You must find a Harris. And not in just working, you know. Top position. Top position. Oh, my siblings them right. And everybody roll over and accept that. Mr. Politics was losing his shit every day. Because doggy child mother was in the consulate in Dubai. He no close to connection to St. Kitts and Nevis. She out of the way. And Mr. Politics them lose their shit. No, Mr. Politics today and staunch PLP. He switched from PAM to PLP. I don't know what Timothy do give him or what Timothy do have for him. But it got to be something, because it cannot be that you're standing with Timothy and principle. How? So Dougie child mother can't be in the consulate in Dubai. But Dougie brother could run one of the biggest indigenous banks in St. Kitts and Nevis. His sister in the courthouse, another sibling, I do payroll, a family in the CBI, a family in the prison, man, a family who are judge or magistrate, another family on a board, we part the money be, all over. And that they are with Mr. Politics. And them now people who come on the radio talk about truth to power and all them kind of damn stupidness there. People are saying it's a Nevis. We have had an example of another government other than Labour. And in the past 7 years, look at your life. If you get $500, okay, fine. If you pan the peace, well, at least you'll get free money. God bless you. You have your reasons for sticking with who you want to stick with. But when you don't get your peace money and you don't get your pap, tell me something. What's the quality of your life? Who got good health care? Who got infrastructure? Who got water? Who got training? Who training got training? Who training got a job if they come home from university with a master's degree or associate's degree? Where they gonna come back home to do? Go come on the pap with you? Go on the step? Oh, okay. Okay. If you pan the pep, or you pan the peace, and your child got school in Bastia, they got Bastia High School, that's where they come to government pan. They're going to build a new Bastia High School. After 7 years, not even a damn brick they put on. It takes 7 years to build a school. Oh, the government buildings them need maintenance. Ask them what maintenance plan they put in place. Who even school them. They could paint every damn way. But no school are paint. Remember when the children were coming back after the long vacation with the whole pandemic story? And we see pictures with John L. Powell people up in a roof. School are open the next day, you know. And John L. Powell people up in a roof. Kurt Snipes Liddy. Pam and CCM government is the movement right now for the people and future. Kurt Liddy, watch. If Pam and CCM was not a part of the last government for the past 7 years, I would have believed you. I would have believed you that Pam and CCM would be the movement for the future. But they were part of the government. The government have failed big time, bigly. All them accuse one another all type of shit. Oh, here? See somebody laugh off of your comment. The movement for the people and the future, I think it Nevis. Some of Pam biggest stalwarts gone with Timothy. And what the reason be? Pam then look after them. I mean, the biggest claim to fame by all of them, what they followed for, Sean said he couldn't put nobody on the pap. Mark said only 70-something people on the piece in the Nevis. Mark, that's a good thing. That mean you got less gangsters. So you want more gangs? What do you ask me now here? Yeah? The amount of road where Timothy said up Monkey Hill must be about 70 something roads in housing developments need paving. Sean, you could not put some people to work? Go build road? You want to fight with Timothy or put him people and pap? 4,000 people working below $3,000 a month in the household. 4,000, you know? And now Dr. Joe come out and say, well, we had something that was entirely better than pap, you know? We wasn't just giving you $500, you know? We were gauging your income and giving you enough money to put you over, not just $500, enough. So if it works out that you need 15 instead of 5, you got 15. We assess you, we check your skills level. Okay, fine. And we invest in your skill. If you want to have a micro business, we help you to invest in your micro business and get you started while maintaining you for the meantime, so that over a period of time we could gauge you, monitor you, and get you off of the program and bring in somebody else. That ain't make sense to a lot of people. You may have people who are disabled who can't physically work. Okay. Let me see if we could get some infrastructure going where disabled people could have accessibility to certain buildings and so that they could be of use, because maybe their limbs not work, but their mind not work. You could never get nobody who got foot to answer the phone in the government service. We put somebody in a wheelchair to answer the phone, since people with foot can't answer the phone. How about that? People who got foot now answer the phone. We put somebody in a wheelchair to answer a phone, so that when you call the government service, you could get proper customer service. Train them. Everybody must be useful in this country. Everybody. Not because you're disabled mean you must stay home and continue to live off of the government. Your disability should not be a hindrance to you offering something to your community. I mean, if that's what you want to do and stay home, no problem. But I know most disabled people want to contribute some way, somehow. So you're going to hold on to Timothy, regardless to what Timothy is doing, what Timothy say. Hold on to him for dear life because he give you $500 free. Because the $500 put food on your table. What kind of dignity and pride you got? You don't want to put food on your own table? You don't want to elevate yourself? There are some people who just cannot work because of their disability. Fine. Leave the space for them. But you can't tell me you're young, you're strong. You don't want to engage in a program. Even if you come out of school because you either get pregnant or whatever problem, finish school. You don't want to be in a program till you actually get subjects so you could get more money. You just want to stay on the path, just so? For the rest of your life forever and ever, amen? Well, what kind of dignity you got? What kind of dignity you got? So you able to work. You able to go. Start your own business. You able to go. Get a better education so that you could lift your own self out of poverty while getting some assistance so that you could move on unless somebody else come in. You see, it's that kind of mentality got the civil service all messed up too. Because you can't tell me that a man done 60-something, ain't even living in the country, and a minister get a position, and he go back for the man, bring him back. Mind you, he done gain money out of Social Security. He done gain a pension. And you go and you bring him back to give him a contract for 5 years in excess of $8,000. So nobody who was working in that department could have moved up the chain to get that position. That's why you really tell people. You want to be up and down talking about you want to be able to put people on the pap. And in your ministry, you went and got somebody who was outside of the ministry, never been working in the ministry before, may have a little experience in it. You went back for them, bring them back, put them in a ministry and get them a big contract. In front of people who've been there for years. Just because they support you politically. Boy, give me a goddamn break. Give me a break. So nobody's supposed to move up and move on. And it just happened just on this government. It happened on the previous governments. As a minister, you're supposed to be looking for the best people to move your ministry upward and onward, to bring new innovative ways. Man, old-time-ish way. Oh, you got to write a letter here, then this person got to pass it on to the PS, then the PS got to pass it on. Them old-time stupid ways there. You slowing up the process and slowing up business. I try to go for duty for the other, you know. Just out of some, mind you. Every time me order something, me make sure me got my money who clear it. Ask them people of customs. Me make sure me got my money who clear it. Somebody said, duty fee is available. Hey. Go and look at the duty fee. Not even the minister know how the duty fee go. And the process of where you got to go to get duty free, me not got them kind of time there. And imagine you got to go spend money to get duty free. You might as well just spend the damn money and done. You got to go get a broker, then you got to go carry this up there to get a stamp from so, then bring it back so, put it in the entry, then come out, and all kind of damn stupidness you gotta go through. The ease of doing business is horrible in St. Kitts and Nevis. To clear one vehicle, you know how long it take you to clear a vehicle in there? Me judgment. You would think that after so much of years, you know you need a license, you know you need license, you know you need this, you know you need that. Stamps and all these kind of things. Why not just put an office of customs that can house an agent for every one of these agencies that is involved in the clearing of the vehicle, so that people who go to the port is a one-stop shop. You gotta go up customs, get the paper, then go downtown, then you go up traffic, then you got to go back up. It's ridiculous. And some people like, oh, well, that's how it be, so you don't want to create something innovative. You don't want to create something new. Look, a lady tells she story the other day. She went to try to increase her studies. She was getting 4/5 of her salary, already approved. And she calling name, me, not me, Vincent Hodge. No. Sean went back for Vincent Hodge and bring him back to St. Kitts and Nevis to put him at the PS position. He wanted Vincent Hodge to be his PS in education. Now, if I was Sean, and I got the Ministry of Education, the first thing I would have done as the Minister of Education is to get a full assessment and report of where the ministry would have been presently. Look at international standards and practices and see where I need improvement. I want a full report. And I would also have had an idea in my head of where I want to see the ministry going, where I want to see education in St. Kitts and Nevis going. Isn't that the prudent thing to do? And get me the best person who could help me achieve and accomplish that. If that's the assessment you do and Vincent, that is what you come up with, okay, fine. But then look at the complaints. You see, me is a man of results. Once you get results, that is the crux of the matter. That is the basis. Results is what man look for. You hear? results. Now, look at the state of these ministries. Look at health, infrastructure, education, culture, carnival, you name it. We could go through these ministries and see where improvements can be made. A lot. And these ministers are just comfortable with just coming and giving you mediocrity. And yet still you hear the complaints every day. You could go to tourism, just pick any ministry. And you hear the complaints every day. Just look at any ministry and you hear the complaints. Just pick one. Tourism, let's go. The taxi man, them are complaining. Vendors are complaining. People in the hotel industry are complaining. What are you doing to fix all these issues? The taxi man, them say one thing, then them the administrators going to come and the radio and say next thing, oh, the taxi man, them lawyer and something, and this is what we actually did. And but how come you still got problem? The dispatching system, I mean. Just look at it. You want an industry to grow and you don't put a cap on it? Ain't everybody could be a taxi man. And ain't everybody could be a bus man. We just give people taxi number and taxi this and taxi that. So something you got way more taxi than you actually need. Just the other day, every time a big position in tourism become available, they give somebody overseas. So nobody at all in St. Kitts Nevis could do that work there. So nobody at all in St. Kitts Nevis got a degree in communication, in marketing. Are you going to do a megaphone call? The world is such a damn small place right now with the internet. Nobody at all, Rasta. And then you got people with degrees here, there, and everywhere sitting down. Can't get a work. I remember, when we come out of CFBC, the architectural course, me go head blocks, and me see one of my colleagues in a supermarket a cash and got an associate's degree in architectural design technology. Can't get a work in a public works. Can't get a work in a water department as an engineer, surveyor or something. You go get up and go away. Kind of jobs are being created. When you come down to agriculture, you got people a ball. The monkey, them a stress out of we. You got people a go missing in the mountain. How come we not got no ranger services? Nobody want to be a ranger. You just patrol the mountainside. Somebody say he can be viewed. Well, me a man don't worry about views and the message must go in and me don't worry about numbers and so on. I'm thinking really bad of me, But I'm just saying that we need people who have vision, who got foresight, people who ain't just comfortable just doing just the bare minimum to get by, but actually bring some revolution, some innovation to the ministries that they had, so you would leave it actually better than how you met it. And if you're going there and you find frustration, you're getting rid of them. Plain and simple. Bring in people who can move this shit in leaps and bounds. For years I've been talking about brain drain. People who actually went to study to come back, who want to help their country. Can't get a position in the country because you give a job to somebody like Weeks here. I miss the videos are going with everybody abused, but Weeks ain't give a shit. He get the position and that's it. To hell with that. He ain't give a shit. But these are the kind of things that are going on with government. Everybody getting by. And who getting by? Not that they don't deserve to get by, but because they're backing a political party is all right for them. That's why they could afford to abuse anybody, shut down their word because they know the political views can get them by. And he got people out here with degrees. Well want a goddamn work. Well want to raise up here. Me know teachers who went and do degrees while they're teaching, get the degree and can't get the pay. But you appoint all kind of people in position because of politics. By Labour can practice them damn stupidness when they go in here. Every day gonna be a show, you know. They're gonna sue me. I mean, not be nobody in Labour gonna want to sue me. Come with a Labour man. You understand? But Labour can't go and go do them damn stupidness there. Them things they got to come to an end. People got to begin to elevate themselves. Not just suck off the government breasts all the time. Them things are vexing situation. I had a friend by the mountain nights, Mr. Up with that woman there when she overseas she studies. Stressed out. Sometimes man jab sleep a video call and so. Woman get she degree. Went back and do she masters. And not even a job. She could have get in a St. Kitts Nevis. You know how much time that woman they ball? Just call me, just a koya. What happened to you? You mean just to spend all this money, get me education, get qualified, and got to watch somebody who less qualified than me, just because they like a politician, got to come and be my boss? So the woman gone away. The woman gone to a different country, getting paid for she degrees, and living a good life down there in somebody else's country. I build somebody else's country. And can't come saying it's come do the same thing. A years I always see that they happen. Years. We're in a time now these politicians done with this damn bullshit. In a time. Nobody publish no work no more. Or you think what? You think if Labour win, Labour could just get up and just give me a big position just so me no want it? Me no want it. Unless me qualified for the job, me no want it. If you got somebody out there more qualified than me, let them get it. Me no want it. What, people have no scruples no more? This is how far we fall off, that people not got no scruples no more, Rasta. You know you're not qualified for a job, but they ask you to take it far. Me see people out there say, "By Ike, this position you when Labour win, that position, by watch if me not qualified, me not want it. Me not take it." Can nobody go point a finger and say, "Oh, see there, here come practice the same thing." Who? Why not me? Otherwise, let me stay in my little corner, stay in my little life them and do my own little thing and just continue to live life. People out here with proper education and can't in a work and a bag of bloody mummelch got work because they're affiliated with a politician or a political party. Crazy. That's why we cannot reach nowhere in this country. That's why we ain't experiencing full potential yet in this country, you know. We ain't experiencing full potential yet. An important ministry such as entertainment, a new ministry, and you know, find the best people to move that ministry in leaps and bounds. Weeks? My God. And now they want to turn on and say, oh, you're just bad mind. You hear what the financial secretary say? Not even the minimum. Sip my coffee here. Not even the minimum. Only to hear that he can buy the job where they say you're supposed to get, you know. He see a man and say, no, he can work there. He can abuse the government. And not even the minimum. I sorry you got to call she name, but I'm going to call it, you know. Just the other day, I see Obi post about Desi Brown and what Desi Brown going to do. Desi Brown going on a leadership course in Washington, D.C. and run anything. Women in leadership. Who think I just know Desi Brown? I do what you do? A degree in international relations, entertainment, business. Bye. Been a part of culture and entertainment and organizing for the longest while. You mean to say Akila couldn't pick up the phone as a woman and say we need a director for the Ministry of Entertainment and Communication and Entrepreneurship? Desi Brown come forward. Weeks. Really? Really? By not even me. Because me no hand, well, man, let me stick with that. Me no went no college. Me see me name a float around. Me no went no college. I would have feel comfortable with she. So when I look at people who actually could bring some kind of revolution, some kind of innovation, actually bring something to the table with regard to the ministries that they're working in. Because you can shop. Shanta Farai. Stop allow the politicians to use reverse psychology on us. They are not our bosses. We are the masses, and the masses are the bosses. They are our servants. But Farai, a long time I try to so think it needs people. So look at the politician them right now wanna beg everybody in face. That smile now. Hey, I walk up and down in your gate and I walk up and down in the blue suede shoes and the red shirt and the hey. And then when they win now, you can't go to the office. And if you do get a chance to see them, they want to skin you out on the desk. All of a sudden you can't. Watch, me don't tell Dr. Drew so, you know. You still a call now, me could message you and get you. Respond to my message. Don't think that if you come Prime Minister and me message you, you not answer, you too busy, you answer that, you know. Yourself with me, you know. Because I'm going to chat it. You could never be too busy. Don't tell me no shit. I got nearly 5,000 people on my WhatsApp. I made a try to answer everybody when I could see it. I don't simply tell people if you message me early in the morning, don't get a response. Just hit me back up because that'll wake me up. Just give me a reminder. Just give me a reminder. Even if me not talk to you first, just hit me up. Because I do a lot of other things. But you can't be too busy, you people. Not even a response. Remember the first time when Timothy get in, what he said? call the functionaries. That was a clear indication that Timothy wasn't interested in nothing when nobody had to say after he done win. The man been telling us and showing us who he is from morning, you know. Remember who Calypso sang sing about that, you know, call the functionaries, don't call me. So before that, he could have up and down in everybody's face, walk up and down a wave, hey. And then when they get the power now, all of a sudden you can't get them, you can't see them. And if you want anything out of them, you got to offer three things. Either your rightsmanship, your bumginity, or your pokey. These nasty politicians stink. Nobody going there go be professional no more. They're in a position of power now. So now you got to bend over or bend back with you or twiddle your fingers just to get where you're supposed to get in this country. And in your face, they're bringing in all kind of people. So you want to tell me nobody in this country got any kind of training in security could have been the National Security Advisor? We have to go to Jamaica go bring one? Imagine, you know, a man born here, studies in the States, C.G. Walwyn. The way how people talk about this man due for politics. Even Timothy with the foreign accent. But a position for national security advisor becomes open and he went Jamaica go look one. So all who was emotional about C.G. Walwyn and the foreign accent, they're not emotional anymore because we got Jamaica advisory. Bring by the same Timothy. These politicians that take us for a ride. And people need to begin to open their eyes. I'm talking to Stashio Williams now for Sunny Point. You no do not know Timothy yet. Dougie do him. Sam do him. Sean do him. Mark do for him. And look how he talk about them. Me no Sunny Point people don't take no foolishness, you know. Stash your mind. Stash your mind. You see like how one are you from Timothy and Pam leading up to 2015. Are you not take me one in? You better take it now. Stash your mind. Are you not Sunny Point people and I know we don't take no stupidness. Stash your mind. If you know what good for you, when nomination they come on the 26th of July, lock off your phone and don't show up. Stash your mind. Okay? Me not concerned about the rest of them because they're not from Sunny Point. Me and Talbot good, not so good. Me and Jackie good for more. Well, me and Jackie went church together. Jackie mine. Jackie mine. Or you see what Timothy do for Ninky? Ninky is the only man to run against Dougie and get so much votes in a number 6. The only man to run against Dougie and get so much votes in a number 6. When Ninky be today. Me if he still with Timothy when I ain't about him. He got an ambassador position. So you want to say Ninky could not come back around again as a candidate? He now gone with Mark. Mark ain't even get a vote yet. And Timothy don't forget his name. Thank you people of number 6 for giving us Mark Brantley. And Mark right behind there sit down. He look across watch Akila, none of them dare tell him about Timothy you make a mistake. Akila there before you and she couldn't even say by Tim, no, you know, a Mark Williams. Anyhow that they open them out on the stage there. Stash your mind. Mine. Maybe I gonna take out the party and push him out. But stash your mind. Nubian, me and you good for a long time. And me know you. Nubian mine. If I know what good for you on the 26th of July, Gonives. Lock off all your phone and go Nevis. Somebody said Ninky knows the boxes were padded and that couldn't help him. Oh well. Ask Ninky where he be today. I warn you. Ask Sam. Sam get an ambassador position. Shami come back as the candidate. If a killer lose at the village, because he not going to vote them no more. And Candice might get back he vote him when he last now because he up and down do his campaigning now. He now understand how bad he go. So I believe he gonna make the same mistake twice. Because even if he don't really lose, he just learn. He says so himself. So a killer who up there going with anything on the stage. If Tim could do that to Dougie, who held down his constituency while he was off studying, what he ain't gonna do with you? I know. They say I don't talk too much, and sometimes I don't talk myself out of things because they say I talk myself out of $20,000 because abuse the task force doctors them. They say I ain't going to get $20,000 to promote the vaccine, but because I roil up and abuse the doctor them, me not get you money. But that's okay. You can't worry about things where you never had before. And you not lose not where you never had. And money is not my motivation. I like money, but I like what I work for. So, maybe I might talk myself out a little bit of sugar cake here, but Lord of mercy, man. I ain't not here, I ain't not alone. I ain't not alone. I ain't not do nearly as enough for Timothy, like what Dougie, Sean and Mark do. And look how he talk about them there. Why think he not do with that, you? I mean like Timothy body, I don't get me wrong, I like the body, no. Something about him me like, me, you know. Maybe because he was bunctious and, he got a little nigger whose vibes in him and every now and again he gonna give you a little sound bite. Me like them kind of things there. Me like the tralala. Me say he claimed to fame can be that he get the most votes and still lose with the boxes more padded and then Steffi. Dr. Garfield, anyhow, Timothy win. The man gonna put you, bye. The man gonna put you walk inside one and clean it, You go ahead. I ain't alone, buy watch. Me don't book a boat. Me don't tell my partner. And since we know that the election gonna be on August 5th, but wait, August 5th. Let me go look at this date here because people were saying that he can't call it Rome Culturama time. When is Culturama, people? When is Culturama, Juve? The Monday? Let me go see her. The first Monday. That is 1st of August. So the 1st of August a Culturama Juve, right? So Culturama gone done by the Friday. Yeah, about that. Oh, Doc, you already had 2 clinics? Well, they're going to put you by all clinics. You can't go up the hospital there for nothing. It's a drink coffee. What you saying? I got a long day today. Oh, as a matter of fact, Samuel Duggins will be my guest this afternoon on Issues. Sean tomorrow. Yes, Daddy Bob. But, people, I want you guys to take into consideration a lot of things in this election. You have an example in front of you of how not to govern. How not to govern. All the things that they promise us leading up to 2015, they not deliver. They not deliver. Then nobody tell you differently. Integrity in public life, not. Constitutional and electoral reform, not. Checking the powers of the Prime Minister, 0. Stronger, safer future, 0. They're taught in this stronger, safer future business. Stronger, safer future, and you want to put more people on welfare? That's a sign that your economy ain't saying shit. Poverty alleviation comes with a number of specific points that you have to address and achieve in order to lift people out of poverty. Anyhow, you're going to increase poverty assistance, something wrong in your economy. You can't tell me that your economy is strong and your future is strong when you got a bag of people on social assistance. No. No. Them two things they not go together. Let Timothy fool are you. Them two things there do not go together. And anybody believe otherwise, they're disingenuous and intellectually deceitful. Them two things do not go together. Google. Everything what any politician say, Google it. There are international conventions and markers. Kurt Snipes release a vote, Pam. Boy, Kurt, you ain't live here. You're not thing what go on down here. Don't get me started on Pam. I try not to abuse them. My mother tell me stop it. I try not to abuse them as they say I'd abuse. We don't abuse. We just state facts. They were there. They allowed Timothy to run wild in this country. And they told us he was the best thing. After Jesus is Timothy. First, second, and third is Timothy. After Jesus. Such a good man. Such a loving man. Yeah. So was Lil Nut. And John Gotti. And Pablo Escobar. And Hitler. And the devil. Who else? Who else was a good man? The boy, the Kool-Aid boy. What name? Jim Jones. They were all good men. They were all great leaders. Best leaders in the world. Yeah. Good man. Every last one of them. Dodos in Jamaica. Good man. Yeah. But if you cross them, they kill you. People, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled this election. Take everything into consideration. I know the Pamites, they don't give a shit whether the political leaders do good or bad. They don't care. They're sticking with the Pam. And that is fine. Stick with your Pam. El Chapo was a good man. So is Raymond Weddington. Good man. Real good man. Yeah. They're sticking with the point. The last couple of elections, the voter turnout was very low. Right? A lot of people decided they're going to stay home because they were confused. Some were hurt. The reason why you were hurt and the reason why you're confused is because you did not make a proper assessment of what was going on. You allow the politics to wear you down. You have to have a strong mind to block out the garbage and sift through what is going on. You understand? You have to. Otherwise, what is going to happen to you is that you're going to allow people to weigh you down. Do not be dismayed. You got shows like Big Lies. You have shows like Minds. You have shows like Glenroy Blanchett. You understand? You have commentaries like Dwyer Rastafan. These commentaries and these shows don't come with the latter, oh, this man anti-man and the man there do this and somebody wife and something. Man and man now go down them. Well, Big Let's talk about the bomb thing every now and again, but we understand that. But barring them little jokes there and so them little interjection, they are light moments. These shows are filled with content that you can decipher. You understand? That you can make sense of. You can't tell me that people that tell you, oh, hold on to PLP for the pap. Okay. Pap might be a good thing. Helps people. But what are you doing of substance to bring people out of real poverty? The access to clean water, constant water. The access to jobs. How PLP could provide jobs for you when Weeks are work? People like Weeks. Imagine you are a PLP supporter. Your daughter come back with a degree in communication and can't get a big work in government because people like Weeks in the position already. Mm-hmm. Imagine you are a big PLP, but PAM and Labour people got to help you to raise funds to go get medical treatment overseas. And I'll know your politician will lift a finger to improve healthcare in St. Kitts and Nevis so that you have access to certain things. How come? How come the specialists them got to fly in every 3 months or every 2 months to see patients? How come we can't get a specialist here? You want to tell me nobody in St. Kitts at all specializes in nothing? Certain doctors can't go to the hospital because what? They may have said something about the government. And so therefore they don't have access to the hospital. Imagine your doctor says something about the government and you are a big PLP and your government minister, your prime minister says to your doctor, just because you talk about me on social media, you can't go to the hospital. He put somebody up in the hospital to put down an order, say that person can't come to the hospital. So what's supposed to happen to you as a patient? Alberta Gordon say, EK, you have shows like Patches. Me wouldn't advise nobody listen that day. Albert Gordon, with all due respect, I wouldn't send nobody to listen Patches. No time. Not Patches. I mean, if you could stomach it and you want to go listen, it's up to you. And I know me don't tell I don't listen something, but Patches, ugh, no. He might suit you know because he talk against PAM and CCM. And if you want to listen to that sort of thing, it's up to you. But I wouldn't advise nobody to go listen to that. I apologize. Well, I don't apologize. I won't tell nobody to go listen to that. Them they don't tell people to listen freedom. Freedom is where me walk. So I wouldn't advise nobody to go listen to that. Trust me. I'd try to listen because me a man to listen to everything, but not that. No. Patches. Me a break. You hear Max about Patches? The other night I went to play basketball because I really want to lose some weight, yeah. Because he got some young girls that like slim fellas, yeah. So he's trying to lose a little weight, you know what I mean? So, but if my girlfriend here, she can kill me. But anyhow, so I trying to lose a little weight. They say, you know what? I'm going to go play some basketball. Boom. One night I take up myself. I say, yeah, me studying the body, me doing nothing. I going to play some basketball. Try to get back myself in shape. Boom. Gone the first night. Down there, you know, get a good proper sweat out here. When I come home 10 o'clock in the night, turn on the pipe, I can't get no water. No water there. The night before water was on here. When I come home 10 o'clock, I can't rinse out my balls them. Can't rinse. No water there. And I had to forget to buy my usual bottle of water. No water there, Rasta. Wax bad, you know. So me have to turn on my AC, let my body cool down, take a fitted sheet out of my closet, wrap up in that, hold it down for me clean because I wait skin to buy me some nice sheets, yeah, and a nice blanket. You know what you find it, but nice sheets, yeah. And she come and she change the sheet them, and my bed they look good. Me couldn't go lie down on the woman sheet them with my sweaty skin, so me had to go up in the cupboard now, look a fitted sheet, wrap up myself in it, just to get some sleep. Me up until 3 o'clock in the morning, waiting for water to come. So me could have paid. I mean, no me got this show. I know somebody gonna go on with that kind of thing. All right, cool now, man. Stick to the substantive matter. So, me stay up until 3 o'clock. No water. Because Patches, according to Mark Brantley, stop Bede from putting millions of gallons of water into the system because he wanted to introduce a new company to do the work where Bede done do already. That wastes our money out the treasury. Waste of time. And put me now at a disadvantage. So when me go play basketball and then come home, can't be it. Now some may say, Ike, well if you know that happen, catch a bucket of water in a 2022. We had the best government ever in the history of this country. The best government ever in the history of this country. That's what they used to tell us. And in a 2022, me got to still catch a bucket of water before me go play basketball? A man play bills? Bye, stop play with me. Stop make excuses for these people. Stop make excuses for these people. You live in a Kayan, you are Pam, and you can't wash your kin when you want. But yet still you vote religiously for Hamilton. You know, see somebody commit suicide? Hamilton. And you can't wash your kin in a Kayan. Some people up in Monkey Hill turn their back on Drew and let Hamilton win. And when night time come, you can't wash I join and I bars them. Because water lack off. So that they just chaff me whole regiment now. I still fat. Works bad, you know. Because I don't work out, you know. If me keep up this about a week, 2 weeks, because I don't hard to lose weight. Once me start to do them kind of thing, then me gonna just lose weight, but it just disappear. You check it out? So all know so, me somebody would have done start to like rumbling, you know what I mean? Sexy up again. Can't go take no chance, go play no basketball. But then you come home, now water they wash your kin. What you supposed to do? The bucket there what I had what I used to use there, I had a little bucket there. I lend somebody person to bring my bucket. And only now we find out now that the coalition fall out. Now all of them works with one another. Only now we come to find out the reason why we don't have no water is because Patches want to change the company. These worthless ministers. But we don't want no government to run so. And I said to Kenny Douglas, I said to Douglas himself, Nata, Joe, Marsha, Jeffrey, Samal, all of you. Don't think that I going to go into government, ain't come up with no results, and ain't say nothing. We want to know up front. We want monthly reports on these issues. Monthly reports. If something can't work out for whatever reason, we need to know. Not after 5 years, you come back and tell her, oh, we going to bring back the water. Every goddamn 5 years, sir. And people are going to still jump up at table, yeah, but not me. But I fed up at that. I fed up at that. We work more than that. We send them go work. And I say we change the government every 5 years until one of them shows us that they're really serious about governance. So if Labour win this time around and 5 years and we still talking on the talk shows about all these shit, education, tourism, infrastructure, agriculture, electoral reform, if we still talking about all of these things here in a 2027, we get it with the Labour too. Come out. If you cannot deliver on the things that you promise, we need proper and consistent updates as to why. things ain't being done. You got SKNIS down there, you got people who work on the government payroll in information. You got the IT department. Send out blasts. Monthly updates from all the ministries and all the ministers. Catalog them. You got people in the government can do them things there. You got people in the private sector who could provide these things. We need monthly, consistent updates about the progress of the government. No hide nothing. We had enough of that. Because these set to just come out, hide everything, and lie so damn much, we now finding out why all these things ain't do yet. I know I'm about to talk about the peer. So much issues and scandal with this government. You could seriously take them serious. You could take them serious in this campaign as a voter? Tell me. Just on this basis alone, that Pam and CCM was a part of a government. Mark Brantley, what piece of policy did you put forward for the 7 years that you were sitting there that would have seen Nevis moving leaps and bounds from a federal standpoint? He can't answer. His answer to everything is fair share. Fair share, fair share. Fair share, fair share. But yet still look at my record. What do you ask record, the man? Visa free access to some country where we can't even call. Me don't remember them. Only you know them because only you could travel to them. You could afford it. Me can't afford it. The farthest me could go to Nevis. The average person is saying it's a Nevis. Got visa free access to countries where they can't call, don't even know where they be. And about to talk about the ticket price, $10,000 nearly reach them place there, but we got visa free access to it. Well, how the hell does that help us? Inadvertently, you might say, well, he carry up the stack of the passport. Okay. So, Spencer Brand could have get $120 million worth of, what you call it, shares to sell, where Nevis could not get, what you call it, a couple hundred passport to do all the projects at Nevis. And now you just do all marketing from up there. So Spencer Bank could do it as a private citizen. Well, Nevis can't do it. You see, when these things come out, it puts certain things into perspective. Spencer Brand had that idea outside the government. Well, Spencer Brand no gone in there and say, well, Mark, here what? Since Timothy no want to give our fair share, right? And money is where might be there and might not be there. He want to backdate it or whatever. You are going on there. Here what? Nevis need this, and this. Tell Timothy, instead of taking up all the money where they're ready to just to gear you, a lot at least 5,000 passports to sell from the Nevis side of things. And we're going to go out there and we're going to market and we're going to sell and we're going to do what we need to do to get done for Nevis. That no happen. That no happen. But he want to roil you up. My God, yeah. What plan you put forward, my lad? If you don't have no plan, you know where you will go. Everything need a plan. What need to be done right now in an Nevis? A hospital, athletics track, industries need to be built and where you need financing for that. Okay. How you intend to raise the capital? So you realize Timothy not give you the money after 7 years. Man, you could not use your cabeza. Like Spencer Brand. Spencer Brand could not give you some advice and tell you, buy watch ya. Let me sell some shares in the hospital. And I sure you got agencies and navies, lawyers and navies, so they deal with the CBI program. But I tell Timothy allocate. If Timothy could allocate and approved by RU, nearly 4,000 passports to a Chinese company to sell to build a prison. Why the man could not allocate at least 2,000 passports to you as the premier to sell, to develop whatever you need to develop and Nevis. But you see, work. You would have take some work and you would have take some innovation. But if you know had a kind of drive to even do that, speaks volumes. It really speaks volumes. Which means I know went in there with no kind of unity in mind. I know really went in there with no plan, you know. No kind of plan I went in there with. I know everything go to them. Oh, we had a pandemic. So we done had world depression when Dougie in. We done had 5 hurricane when Dougie in. And I was able to convince people that somehow white is Dougie do bankrupt St. Kitts and Nevis. And forgetting that we had all these liabilities that happened to St. Kitts and Nevis. There was a world depression. People forget that. And now I come for soccer talk about, oh, we went to the hands of the IMF. We went to the hands. Why do you think I went to the hands of the IMF? Timothy, you was there through all the negotiations, through all of them. You were there. So you know exactly what happened. Why I like to try to fool people? And people, why you allow yourself to be fooled? When all you need to do is to fully understand and make yourself aware of the facts. When Timothy says, oh, we had to buy back the land, ask him who he buy it back from. Because people don't just sell land just so. Who you buy it back from? And why they were able to just sell it back to you just so. 1,200 acres. You say you buy back 8. Who you buy back from? Who Douglas sell it to? You don't dare answer them question there. And you know better because you're an accountant. You know better. But gullible people gonna believe them things there. No. Fix it, Jesus. No. Somebody said Cleota Crasty got a degree in the entertainment field too. Okay then. And she couldn't get work. And weeks she gave work. A director. A entertainment. Communication. Entrepreneur. My God. Me not got no degree. No degree. See, week say, me too old for school. I comfortable with what I have just now. Run behind no political party and settle for messenger or step job. Wow. Oh no, boy. Sad state of affairs, ladies and gentlemen. All the things that we're now hearing and learning about this government is truly sad. And we have to send them a clear message come August 5th. Thank you for your time, but it's time to say goodbye. See you. No hard feelings, nothing personal, but goodbye.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
We out of time, people.
Get rid of them.
All of them.
Get rid of them.
Every last one.
Get rid of them.
All of them.
Get rid of them.
You hear what I tell you?
Get rid of them.
Okay then. All of them. Gear up yourself, ladies and gentlemen. August 5th is our general elections. So come Saturday morning, we're going to have a new government. I pray to all God. I pray to all gods. I pray to the political gods. I pray to the voting gods. I pray to the red gods. That is Labour. That would be my preference. I hope it's Labour. I would like it to be Labour. I don't choose Team Unity and they fail me. Thank you for your time, but goodbye. Who want to wax, wax. If PLP is your choice, you know where you choose them. God bless you. But I pray to God that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis gets a government that is truly serious about moving this country upward and onward, and not just talk it, not just use it for headline's sake, but actually mean it. The results have to bear out. The results must be there. They must be able to be seen, feel, touched. They must be there. Must. They must be there. Up to now, these men can show and say something of substance that they do. They claim to fame is the pap and the peace. Are we going to talk about the peace in the last couple of minutes that we got? Because some people need to understand where this peace come from. And it's just like Timothy to hijack everybody's good idea and claim it as his own. The peace was initiated by the men themselves. At them decide they want to stop kill one another and decide a different kind of life. At them bring it up. At them orchestrate it. When they first went to the meeting, police locked them up. At them decide that by let we go a meeting, all factions, we want to done with this rubbish. For whatever the reason be. I know the reason what I don't want to say it, yeah. Because me get the call, you know. And the man them say, Ike, this is what we're going to deal with. We don't want no politics. We don't want no publicity. You hear any little shushu. Try see if you could squash it, boof. I say, okay, no problem. Whatever I say, I'm working with you. Because I want to see them to because too much of my friend them dead. Who not in jail, done dead. The parents them much struggle with the little nigga them left behind. Children born and not even see their father. Asking where the father, asking where your daddy dead. Somebody kill your daddy. So the mothers and more struggle. We see it. We live it. The politicians gonna want you to believe, oh, is some politician white? They were killing one another. It had nothing to do with the Douglas. That's the shit where they sell you to get you to vote for them. Douglas saying give nobody no gun, and Douglas saying send nobody to kill nobody neither. When a man decided that he gonna put on all black, dig up his gun from wherever he got his gun, pull out his gun from wherever he got his gun, go shoot somebody on a job site, go shoot somebody walking up the village, then I consult with Douglas. When you hear some of the stories as to why some of them man you get killed, or a gun, or a chain, and all kind of damn stupidness, sometimes even over a woman. Who no bury who gun and no bring back who gun and gone with and all this kind of damn stupidness. This man disrespect me and all that kind of damn, they kill one another for. A bag of shit. And they never used to consult with Douglas. So if anybody's supposed to take credibility for the peace, well, according to Timothy, that the war now was because of Douglas. Well, the peace got to be because of Douglas too, no sir? Because if they used to consult with Douglas before they kill people, according to them, and Douglas was the cause of all of this killing, well, which means the killing stopped because of Douglas too, no sir? But no. Timothy, Sean and Mark want to take responsibility for the peace and a peace program. Hijack the man them thing and I claim it as their own. And you mean to tell me that the thugs them sit down there after they don't tell me that they don't want a political mix-up? You mean to tell me how you're going to sit down there and let Timothy take credit for what I decide I want to do for myself? What kind of gangster are you be? Or you tell me that I don't want nothing to be political. I don't want to be nothing with no politics. Or you tell me so. So how come now are you allowing Timothy them to take responsibility over what I decide to do for myself? And some of you up and down in you shut them and all them kind of damn stupidness. You know what I'm simply saying to me? You can't trust a gangster, no? You speak of this loyalty thing, but I ain't loyal to nothing. And I know me tell I so to our face to come, me tell I so. When I see my papi shop myself on the way, and I mess me say, bye, you can't call out for the peace, bye. When me say, buy me one company, you say, bye, nobody gonna take you serious, cause you have to talk foolishness on the radio about the peace, man. When I done, forget that I tell me I don't want to not win the politics. How you tell me so? Me no go tell a lie upon I tell me so. And now, are you allow Timothy and the people them who will take credit, who are you think? That Rodell, you know? Rodell, me good friend Rodell, gang go talk about team unity inspired government. Crime down by 43%, dog. Which crime? By people get robbed straight. People who also get break into straight. Just because the man them not kill one another no more, they say crime down 43%, dog. How wild this man hijacker you think so? When are you done signing in no politics? Are you just want peace? And then when people talk, somehow you still awake. Millions of dollars allocated to the peace program. How much are you as millionaires out of that? How much? And now all of you daps up one another, all of you together, you laugh. Now some of you friends, some of you family. When they had the first peace concert down in the gardens, right? By the police them down there, and the police them look nervous to see all them man there we used to war in the same place. The police them down there look nervous just a wait to something pop up and nothing pop up because the man them was serious. The man them was serious about the thing, you know. When you see something man down there that by before this peace thing called, them man would have killed one another upon sight. It would have been an all-out brawl. It would have been on. And to look and to see all them man there down the gardens together, just a chill. Attack, literally just attack. Only for some of them to find out by my man a cousin here, dog. Two father children, two sister children, sister and brother children, grandmother so grand. Like, what? Them man a family. And to see how far are you come from that them days they till to now. You used to got some gangsters you never even used to see them. Because they now come on the road, because they come on the road, they're dead. No, they're flash. They're up and down like normal. You do that. And now you allow Timothy to hijack all your thing. Oh, me Jesus. You allow Timothy to hijack all your thing. Easy just so. Easy just so. By that, no good. Time be. See 5 after 11, me going long and far now. That ain't no good. When are you know? When people talk about, they don't care about the peace man them. But the peace man them, they care about somebody. This election can't be about no peace and no pap. Don't let Timothy them jaw all your attention from the real substantive matters. This election you can't be about no peace, no pap, and no fair share. They had enough time for them things there. As 7 years they sit down in the government for. 7 years. Not 7 months, 7 years. This election you can't be about no peace and no pap. Then nobody draw into the stupid conversation about no peace and no pap. And vote for PLP because Labour going to show you off the pap. And Labour was never about them damn stupidness there. And Labour start social services. Why you say? Why is that you say? Nobody fool are you. Doesn't nobody fool are you. Oh here? You got some overzealous and bad-minded Labour people. Don't get me wrong. In every organization, you must find a one to stink, rogue, nasty people who just bad-minded. And I'm going to use a word that me really and truly like, but I'm going to use it. A set of bad-minded bitches. In every organization, you got them. But the core ideologies and the principles of the movement still remain. And it's up to the organization to weed out those bitches. Weed them out. Don't care what they do for the party. Weed them out. If you find that too much a complaint come on them about the bad mindness, get rid of them. You cannot have them run you. Let her go with Timothy. Let her go with Pam. Let her go with CCM. Let her go with them there. Get them out of there. No bad mind bitches on the board right now. No time. Every complaint that you get about anybody who around you frustrating citizens are standing in the way of citizens getting opportunity, investigate it. Don't care whether they do for the party, whether there is party secretary, party this, party that. Once they're practicing them kind of behavior there, get them from around the party. You got other people who could do it. You got other people who could do it. Because what happened under this government here, not supposed to happen under the next. You're doing a full overhaul and assessment of the civil service. Me never call for them kind of things yet, but I'm going to call it now. Partner call me. I'm going to call for it now. You see all them people not about how we during the pandemic, get rid of them. They miss a salary for 2 years, and plus they get an honorarium. They got enough money, get rid of them. Who want to call it victimization, call it victimization. And we don't give a shit. They didn't give a shit about us then, so we ain't give a shit about them now. I don't care what position they had. I don't care how distinct and distinguished they think they may be. Get rid of all of them. Let them find something else to go do. Plain and straight. If you got to take up some money or take a loan to get rid of some of these PSs and directors, get rid of all of them ass. Buy out the contract that they go home. They go find something else to do. Clean it up. If you're working in the civil service and you're in a position that you're not qualified for, you have a certain period to get yourself qualified. Plain and simple. You can't be sitting down in there, no want to invest in yourself, no want to better yourself, and want to be taking up space. And people on the outside who have something to contribute can't get in. No. This situation need fixing. And all that you bring to the table is that, oh, I love Jeffrey, I love Sean, I love Timothy. That can't be your damn qualification to be sitting down in a job. Let me get this thing proper. Let we get this thing proper. It got people out here who sacrifice their time, their families, sacrifice their personal vibes to better themselves, invest in themselves, and can't get a work to contribute meaningfully because you love a politician and I sit down in the way. Whether at the top, at the bottom, at the middle? No. No. We can't get better, so. I know some people are going to have objections to that, but that's all well and good. You're going to be all right. But you have to look at the bigger picture. You have to look at the bigger picture. The reason why you can't get no land, the reason why you can't get no house is because you have bad mind people in the system. The reason why you can't get access to certain things from government is because you have bad mind people in the system. You have people in the system who are just there because they are political appointees. They have no qualifications. They're not capable of doing the job that they hold. That is why you can't get no land. That is why you can't get no house. That's why you can't get access to certain things from government. Because bad mind people in there. The reason why you're hearing about all these scandals, because there must be accomplices to carry out these scandals. You know, the reason why you're hearing about all of this, the reason why your country is always in the headlines being embarrassed by all these shenanigans is because you have enablers inside there. Their only role and the only qualification is to lick ass and kiss ass of these politicians and the political parties. We need them out. We need every last one of them out. Clean it up. Clean it up. What we say?
Get rid of them.
All.
Get rid of them.
All.
Get rid of them.
All.
Get rid of them.
It might sound harsh,
Them.
but
Get rid of them.
yep.
Get rid of them.
Elevate your status, your standard, and your thinking.
Yes, they boast and brag.
Okay then.
But all they give we was big in a bag.
Big in a bag.
What they can do and how they are the best.
Big in a bag.
Mash up we country now.
Have we in a mess, yes.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
August 5th.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
August 5th.
Get rid of them.
Yes.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Not a sense some had in their name.
Not a sense.
All a job boy because of shame. All of a sudden like they lose their blight. And they turn millionaire just
Overnight.
So what we do? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Not a sense they got to the name.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
They sell we bank, lease out at the hall. Take all we money and travel in the world.
You hear?
Millions of dollars gone down the drain. When we are failing again and again. So what we do? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid
I sometimes wish I could have danced in a bike.
of them.
I ain't gonna boast, you know.
Get rid of them.
Hey, get rid of them, nigga, them,
Promote the son and make him care.
You hear?
Who vex paid? Cause I don't care. Nearly $2 billion now in debt.
Yes.
And we treasury empty, you choke and bet.
You will?
Get rid of them.
Oh God, get rid of them. Please, I beg you.
Get rid of them.
Heaven help us.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Heaven help us.
Get rid of them.
Help us.
Get rid of them.
All of them.
Cost up everybody. Yes, and really stink. dotation say we just can't think.
Watch, before I go, the last thing I want to say. All the people who working closely with these political parties in PAM, CCM, NRP, and Labour, pay close attention to the voters list. Pay close attention to the voters list. Mark a man. And the night of the election, when them move back to count, watch them like a hawk. Trust nothing and nobody. People will do anything to protect their money and their pay. And some of them don't do so much shit that they know if government change, who ain't gonna get fired, gonna go to jail. And they will try to protect it at every cost. Watch every goddamn thing. If you no look right, if you no smell right, if you no feel right, draw attention to it. Go live on your phone, tape every damn thing. Not trust them. Not trust them. I hear what General said the other day. No, but no election gonna thief you again, you know. So which mean that it know. Listen to Pam carefully, you know. The Pam, watch. Them Pam and them CCM people, they confessing every time they open them out. They confessing. And ain't by accident. Pay close attention. If we ain't got no international observers, no election a keep. If things don't look right on the voters list, no election a keep. It's going to be confusion in this place here. We ain't playing with Timothy. Do the thing right and do the thing fair. Let the chips fall where they may. But there ain't going to be no shenanigans and no thieving around here. No time. Forget the latter rah-rah and the latter back and forth with people and the arguing with them, clashing with people. Watch the voters list. If you see somebody where you don't know, ask them a question. Object. No. We ain't about the life. We ain't about the life, not this time around. If the thing is done fair, without favor, and Timothy or Pam them win, so be it. But nobody gonna thief no election we won here again, according to John L. You hear? Watch every damn thing. Take nothing for granted. I don't tell her I know the team, you know. And I think a joke making, you do not know the team. Or you do not know the team. I've been telling her he was going to take it right down to the wire. So said, so done. No know me one eye about him. The man no easy. Especially Pam and Labour. Right down your pan sink it. I don't believe he could do Mark Brantley not up in a Nevis. Nevis people going to have to show beyond a shadow of a doubt that they fed up with the shenanigans, they fed up with the inadequacy of the government, they fed up with the mediocrity, they fed up with the flamboyancy, and they really want people to actually work on their behalf. They're going to have to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt. But maybe they could do nothing in Nevis. But down here in St. Kitts and Nevis, down here in St. Kitts, Pam and Labour, watch all your voters' lists. Watch the electoral process. Watch the box them like a hawk. If you realize why you got inside the polling station and fall asleep, let them message somebody and switch out. Not take nothing for granted. Nothing at all. Query everything. Watch, even if our election take 2 days to count, let it take 2 days. Let it take 2 days. I know somebody would like to get the election the same night. Because only in other jurisdictions, election called today, they know who win today. Only in St. Kitts and Nevis, because people don't get to damn thief and dishonest. Rosella, I understand that you said Timothy can't win the election. I get that. But again, or you do not know the team, take nothing for granted. Watch it and watch it closely. I wish they could, and that's something else I want the next government to do, This moving of box and putting it to a central place, go count and all these kind of things. Them things that take up time. The polling station supposed to be secure enough that you could do the count there and pass on the information for the supervisor to announce. Have a system, electronic system, that you could update the country as to how come other jurisdictions could know who their government be the same day as elections and they got way more people than us. The voter turnout to be triple we won and they could know before midnight who win the government. Only ya in St. Kitts. We only, 20,000 people if some must have vote? And all the next day, we can't know who win. All the next day, we don't know who win. Because some people just damn well dishonest. Me wanna, And every day, me don't come and tell us until election coming. Watch everything. Larry Vaughan, watch everything. Here try to accuse you of tampering with the book, with the damn forwardness. By Mr. Bailey. Watch. Larry Vaughan might be a lot of things. He might be a lot of things. A lot of things this man might be. Whether you want to talk about him personally or otherwise. But to accuse him of that. Oh, what the Ross. People may beg you. Watch everything. Anyway, people, I gotta go because I gotta go pick up something. So I'm gonna leave all I want to thank all for sticking around with me. We're doing lives every single morning, and sometime we're gonna do live in the night. Tomorrow, somebody please tell Big Lies I'm coming over by him to set up his live so he could take phone calls. We need to hear from the people at St. Kitts and Nevis. Big Lies, they got a big audience. We need to get some of them people they're calling in. So tomorrow night, I was supposed to chill with me chewing them tomorrow night, but anyway, they're gonna be all right. I will go set up for Big Lies so Big Lies could take telephone calls. Tell Big Lies me say so. We working. You understand? We working. If my resources are needed, I'm going to put my resources wherever I need to put them in order to get the message out and to get dialogue going. We need to make sure that the government that we get coming out of this election is a government that we deserve. The last time we get a government we deserve, when we want a government that we actually deserve. And there ain't going to be no thieving around here. No thieving around here. You hear? Yes. So people, again, have yourself a great day. I'll see you on Issues. Where say the team song be?
But 'cause I